Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Are we live? Oh, we're live. Sorry about that, guys. Had to switch back to the 2014 edition. I don't really know what edition it is, but definitely an older version. Every time I upgrade this software, I have the same exact issues. But we back. I want to dive into all things Kadena, as always. I want to talk about how profitable it's going to be for whoever makes the first, few NFT collections on Kadena. Mainly because the price of Kadena is still low right now. So now is definitely the time. Blue, what up? Yeah, this will be the last live stream, guys. So if you guys weren't in the live stream earlier, go watch it. It'll be the last public live stream. And I just redid all the pricings too, so we'll go over that here in a minute. Let's focus on Kadena, and then I'll talk about the new setup and how everything's going to work. So we'll title this, how much money can you make? Like, how much profit could you make being one of the first players to launch an NFT project on Kadena? Oh my gosh. Like, if you launch the Bored Apes of Kadena, boy, oh boy, possibilities are really endless. So we're going to do like a Bored Apes versus something. And you don't even have to be the Bored Apes. It's just going to give you guys a general idea of how profitable it's going to be. We'll do like 2 mints. We'll do like a mint A and mint B. And this is why I say anybody that's launching a JPEG NFT project that's charging more than $25 just seems kind of crazy to me. A 10,000 mint, so we say KDA mints 10,000, and say you charged what's a fair price? Like, what is the cheapest anybody sells an NFT for? 25 bucks? And it's harder because on things like Ethereum, gas fees and everything like that, but I don't see why anybody would have to charge more than 25, but I would. But either way, most people are going to charge 50. What do you guys think would be a fair price? I might, Jonathan, but went to work 9 hours ago and only moved 137 miles. What's up, Blue? Don't be texting and driving that train, Blue. 20 what was I doing? So say like Kadena's like $5 when they launch, right? I would say 50 would probably be like the cheapest I think I've ever seen an NFT go for. Like on Solana is 0.2 Solana, I think. Maybe, but those are like just nothing. 89 bucks, 200 bucks. I say just like, say for like a JPEG NFT project they launch for $50, right? What's the price of Kadena right now? 575 at best. Divided by 575. So that's 8.9 coins of Kadena. They're going to make for every 10,000 mints, right? So that would be 8.69 times 10,000. So at $50, every mint, right? That's 8.9 Kadena. That means if they sold out an 10,000 mint, they would have 86,956 KDA. That's just bonkers. And you see people like Kadena Kongs, right? It was funny when Kadena was $28. It was, oh, now it's going to be 5. It's only 5 coins of Kadena, right? And then price of Kadena tanked down. How many times have Kadena Kongs redone their pricing? That's not how things are supposed to work, right? When you price something in crypto, if the asset goes up in value, you lower the price, right? You don't when the asset goes down in value, you don't raise the quantity. When things are priced in crypto and crypto goes up, it raises the value of everybody's asset. We'll go into that another time, but it's like when everything around you is priced in dollars and they print more money, everything goes up, but the amount of money you're making doesn't go up. If everything was priced in Bitcoin, when Bitcoin goes up in value, everything still stays the same amount in Bitcoin. Like if toilet paper was, 100 Satoshis and the price of Bitcoin goes up, toilet paper is still 100 Satoshis. But the person selling the product doesn't need to raise the price, right? So when things are priced in Bitcoin, they're priced in Bitcoin infinitely, right? Does that make sense? Because when Bitcoin starts to go up, if Bitcoin's going up in value, even if it costs me more to produce this item, I'm still making the same amount. If that makes it's so hard to wrap your head around. We'll go into that. We'll go down to that rabbit hole another time. But 86,956 Kadena today. So if the first NFT launched today and they sold out a 10,000 mint, they're gonna raise 86,960 Kadena, right? And I would say in less than a year, most people are pretty confident Kadena is going to be $100. So you're talking about 86,000, and this is just off the mint, right? This is not off any royalties that they're going to make in Kadena after. So times, say Kadena hits 100, right? Their NFT mint just turned into 8.69 million. Now times that by, so we go 869 times 300, right? 26 million. So if they sell out a mint and they can hold it for 3 years, their treasury from their NFT will be worth 26,000. So if you find a good NFT project that's going to pay you royalties as a holder, these could be extremely lucrative every way around. I think that Kadena NFT ecosystem, I think actually some of the first Kadena billionaires will come from whoever launches the Bored Apes on Kadena. And I think it's going to be Monk. I really do. This is why when like Monk was like whatever they were working, and that's what I love about them the most, right? They wanted to raise like $3 million. And the Monk team was like, no, what the hell do we need $3 million for? Like, we're going to raise all the capital when we do our NFT launch. Just raising a little bit of pre-seed funding right now will get us the equipment we need and get the ball rolling. The rest we can fund ourselves when we do the IDO. That's how a cryptocurrency should be. The ones that just launch a JPEG NFT, I don't think they have any business selling for more than $50. Not when you have somebody like Monk that's going to mint like real legit gaming NFTs for probably a fair price. I don't care what the NFTs on Monk are. I'm buying quite a few. As long as they do the IDO now. Like that's what kind of sucks. If they do their IDO now and Kadena's 550 and then they don't do their public sale until 4 or 5 months later. By the time they do their public sale, the product might IDO and launch with something like Bored Apes with like a $3 billion market cap. Because the price of Kadena is going to go up so much in value. J Diamond, what up, homie? So that was like a 10,000 mint. Now, what did the Bored Apes mint out for? Like, what if the Bored Apes were built on Solana? .0 ETH on April of 2021. So that was when that was at the pretty much the peak of altcoin season. So that was when Ethereum was 4,000 at least times .08. So $320. So imagine if they did that on Kadena today. Everyone was $320 divided by $5. And we'll say 75, which is way over what price Kadena is right now, I think. That would have been 55 coins of Kadena times 10,000. That would have generated them 556,000 Kadena. That would be worth 100. Yo, FOMO, what up? What up, homie? Welcome to the squad, my dude. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Cody, I'll probably upload them after to my second channel. That's what I was thinking. I was like thinking about recording them live and then just uploading them to my second channel after the live stream. So even if you can't afford to pay the $2.99, you know, you can still sign up. But $169 million if Kadena hits $300. So what would that be? So if Bored Apes Yacht Club, or if somebody built the same type of NFT collection like the Bored Apes on Kadena, and they launched it today and they sold out 10,000 KDA, when the price of Kadena hits $1,796, that mint collection would have been worth $1 billion. $1 billion. Like, it's not unrealistic to think that some of these first NFT collections will legit most likely make people a billionaire. Somebody, maybe not a single person, but a company or a franchise or a business. It would be in the Bored Apes' best interest to create, something like that on Kadena, because Ethereum's cool and what they're doing is sweet, and they'll probably have a game and figure out how to make it, playable. It'll probably be something goofy, like, look at like Angry Birds, right? Like if they made Angry Apes, it would be baller, Yo, Digital Apollyon, what up, homie? Beeps bought crypto miners and kept funding future ventures of the DAO. Yeah, I think Bored Apes is sweet, man. Where they're gonna take it, I don't know. Do I think it would have been 100,000 times better if they would have did it on Kadena? 100%, yeah. But they wouldn't even have launched. We wouldn't even have had Bored Apes because it wasn't possible back then. So, yeah, it's gonna be sweet, man. So yeah, we can talk about the courses now. So I have 3 different levels. They are all legit the exact same thing. $2.99, $4.99, and $9.99. So if you can't afford, you guys get to decide what you think it's worth, right? If you can only afford $2.99, I don't blame you. I know times are tough. I get it 100%. Or if you don't think the content's even worth $2.99, I'm sorry, but I can't risk getting this channel shut down. Not right now anyways. Once I get up to a couple 100,000, sure. Then I'll have a guy, hopefully. So we'll be live just for now, like that. And I might do some other live streams when, from time to time. But to do the G words and have fun and do game nights and shit like that, I can't have my channel shut down for 5 days just to, like, it wasn't like, oh, they flagged my channel and I got it back. I mean, I would say that was probably at least $1,000 L I took, at the very least. So, but you can't, the $2.99 one and the other ones are going to take a minute. So I just added those today, as it'll probably take 24 hours before they can update. So Sweetie Go, what up? So yeah, and that's what we're going to mainly focus on there too, is just, if you're not big into Kadena, guys, I wouldn't even sign up, because that's legit all we're going to be focused on. It's next to the join button, but you need to be on desktop. But wait till tomorrow, because unless you want to pay the $9.99, so you can join right now. There'll be $9.99, but by tomorrow there will be 3 options. If you're already a member, when I go live, you guys will get notifications just like this. Or I mean, make sure you sign up for the private Telegram as well. Because if I go live more than a couple times a day, you won't get notifications. So, yep, $9.99 stays the same. But if you guys are tight on money, I don't. You guys should still keep your badges, right? It shouldn't matter what membership you're in. Oh, does anybody got the 12 ones yet? I didn't know that we had different ones for the year. Blue should have the 12. Oh, Blue does have the 12. Look at that. I didn't notice that till just now. Hell yeah, Blue, you got the 12-year membership badge. I didn't see, or the 12-month one. I didn't see that it had the 1 and the 2 in there for 12. And if you look at like the clock, like when you get the purple money sign, like Indian Kitchen has it, there's a little green dot next to the 2. So you know that he's been subscribed for 1 month, or sorry, 1 month. So the money sign, right, like that RM hand is like just signed up members. The money sign with the little green dot towards the 1 is the 1 monthers. The blue one, I believe, is either I think the blue one might be the 6 monthers. And then you get the 12 months is the X. And then the 6 months is the X. Sorry, this is 3, 6, 12, and 24. Thank y'all, big time, man. Hopefully one day those badges will be like flexing an NFT. That's what I hope. And I tell people, guys, like, don't sign up if you think I'm gonna pump your bags or I'm gonna tell you what to buy and sell. Like, these are just people that show up and pay just to support. There's no me telling you how to do anything or what to do or when to do it or guaranteeing that you're gonna make money. I'm going hard in the Kadena ecosystem, and if you believe in Kadena, we should be able to be very profitable. But not investing advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys get the deal. Oh, blue. So Mr. K's, yeah. So Mr. K's got the 6 month one. This is Goose. This is the main channel. Yep. They both got taken down. So, did you cancel your membership, Goose? I thought, hey, Goose, better make sure you're signing in the right email. So So I'm pretty sure you're still a member. Last I saw anyways. Oh, it might have been Grish. I can't filter by name. Sorry, buddy. But hell, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 of you that have been here for since day one. Gosh damn. Yeah, you probably do. Yep. YouTube. Yeah, YouTube has canceled people's memberships before. Or if you got a new debit card or changed something and didn't update it, you know. I just had to do that. And I forget that I was even signed up for things until I get like the notification like, hey, you haven't made a payment. Like, oh shit, I've been paying for that since 2018. Michael says, bro, I lost so much money on KDA, man. That's what you get for listening to those other YouTubers, man. Should have found this channel a long time ago, buddy. You followed BitBoy and sold your Kadena, man. Yeah. You lost a lot of money. I don't have members on other channel, Goose. I don't have memberships on the other channel. I never have. Only on this one. But make sure you check on that, Goose. Check your bank account and I can't control, I can't refund, I can't do anything. YouTube does all that, so. Good vibes only, hitter quitter. Beat it, nerd. There you go, Goose. Ah, Goose, you got it. Yep. You've been a member for 10 months. I can see your badge. They let you keep your badge. Good job. Sweet, Goose. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Goose. Welcome back, my dude. I'm quite possibly down on Kadena too. If I were to sell it right now. Hey, no, Cody, that's no big deal, man. If you don't use a desktop, hell, I would probably never use a desktop. I mean, I would have one just because there are times where it's convenient, but iPhones are so powerful now. Oh, damn, Chris. I loaded 13K into KDA at 5:30. That's why I say, like, I don't think it's going to keep going down. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, if Bitcoin crashes, we in trouble, right? So anybody that's watching this, be fully aware, right? Like, we have this shit down to a science, right? If Bitcoin tanks to these levels, right? Here's where the price of Kadena is going to be. So if you think Bitcoin's going to tank and we're going to do a crypto winter before CADX is going to launch, I don't know. You could take the chance, right? But there's a high probability that Kadena will come down to these lower levels. Just because it's an awesome asset doesn't mean shit if Bitcoin tanks by 50%. Now, if Bitcoin keeps going up, it should bring up Kadena with it. But because the industry is so against Kadena and it's such a threat to everything else, I have a feeling you're not seeing the billionaires turn on their bots. I think every smart person in the space understands the value in Kadena, and everybody wants to just keep their mouth shut and just keep packing their bags on it. Because you can't tell me that, you know, this is a technology industry and the most advanced technology in the world only has one person in the space, you know, this excited about it. It's not feasibly possible. I get people are jaded that we've been pretty burnt, but Kadena basically dematerializes other blockchains. Just like Facebook dematerialized MySpace, all these blockchains are softwares, and a majority of the big layer ones are competing for the same clientele base. And if you guys have been using 100,000 crypto wallets and you think it's annoying when you have to go to Uniswap to swap this, then I have to send it over to this wallet, and then when I withdraw from X chain, I can't send it over to Y chain and then if I send it over to Y chain by accident, then I have to contact support and try to recover my assets. Like, if you guys are sick of using 100 crypto wallets and the only purpose that you have for investing in crypto is to generate passive income and put yourself in a better position, I think we can do that all from one ecosystem. I personally can, but I can because of the bankroll that I've built, right? I plan to go into the Kadena ecosystem with my bags fully packed on Kadena. And people ask why I sold Flux. It's because I'm not trying to... I know that when things launch on Kadena and the Kadena ecosystem starts going, I'm not going to look at my wallet and go, oh shit, I want to ape into Monk. I'm going to sell some of my Kadena to get Monk. It just doesn't make sense. I consolidated just now into Kadena because I'm going to diversify out of Kadena into the Kadena ecosystem. So like getting in at, like, I think that Flux will be very profitable and consistently grow over long terms, but I don't think Flux is going to be more profitable than Monk short term, right? So if I could, stack a couple extra coins of Kadena, the only downside of that be if Flux, skyrocketed up before, Kadena started to go, but after that, I would still be selling my Flux anyways. And I didn't have a node. I couldn't get a node set up. So that's why I'm consolidated everything into Kadena. But it's like, people are like, oh, you put all your eggs into 2 baskets. Yeah, it's just short-term 2 baskets, I'll have a lot more baskets as the Kadena ecosystem evolves. But I'm going to be very picky and precise about what projects that we get into. And I think there's already 2 that, just those 2 projects alone could moon your portfolio. That's what it's going to be all about, is just trying to pick and cherry pick just the best, right? And you're like 5 coins of Kadena right now. If you say the Star Atlas launches on Kadena, but it's 6 months or a year from now, right? And Kadena's $100. Well, I only have to sell 25 coins of Kadena, and now I can throw $2,500 at a low cap gem. Like we showed you guys, if you would have gotten to Star Atlas in the pre-sale, right? Your $1,000 worth would have been worth $189,000 in 30 days. $189,000 in 30 days. So, one Star Atlas, if you got an extra $1,000 to put into the Star Atlas when we find it on Kadena, people like, oh, I can't tell you where crypto's going. You can't tell me I can't short term. You're right. I can't. But on layer 1 ecosystems, I'm very, very confident. MOK, miners of Kadena. Monk. Yeah, Mock. I don't know why I call it Monk. Yeah, Mock. That's the one. MOK. Yeah, Peppercorn, I sold on my Flux. I made a video about it when I did it. Oh. What up, Mr. Crick? Yeah, I don't know why I call it Monk. I think somebody texted me and I think asked if I invested in Monk. I can rip on BitBoy for selling Kadena because he number one, I came on here and did it with you guys live. So in case any of you guys wanted to front run my trade and get out of it before I did, right? I come on here and I sell live with you guys so that you guys have the opportunity to front run my trade and dump the coins on me before I dump them on you. That's number one. Number two, I interviewed the Flux team to show the Flux community some love and how much I appreciated them 30 seconds after I sold my Flux. And number 3, I was still over here promoting and rooting for Flux. Not telling people that Costa is a better investment, or Celos, or 100,000 different assets. I'm gonna rip on BitBoy because he's a clown, man. Because he promotes things like Costa. He tries to convince you guys that Costa actually has the potential at being $50. Don't get me started. $99 Luna. Let's go, baby. Luna to the moon. Stop drinking Dasani water. My dude, Matt, if Dasani water is the worst thing I put in my body, shit. You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know, man. Baby steps. I could be over here pounding whiskey, getting belligerent, trying to get you guys to give me $500 so I could never give it back. Crypto face. That's why, George McGovernor. There you go, right, Hazen? Thank you, Hazen. You guys are looking out for me. Shut your mouth, bro. That's why we're going private. That's exactly why we're going private, man. The trolls trick me, man. I take the troll bait all the time. I can't. It's like you guys see me coming, man. These trolls, they got me, man. They got me licked. MG, what is that? MTRG. There you go. Looks like it's doing what we thought it was going to do. All right, we were calling it back down to, looks like 402 to 366. Came down. Because I remember I traced this out with the micro retraces. So if I would have fibbed it from there, your lowest fib level would have been right around 402. Actually, would have been at not 402, not 422. Or yeah, 402 is actually at 411. But if you were to macro retrace it, right? So if you consider this your Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, macro leg set complete, you'd be looking for a macro retrace. Macro retrace targets would have been calling for you to pull back to 391, quite possibly as low as 279. So as long as you're above 279, I'm bullish, and it's bullish market structure. But if you break below that, bearish. Now the sad part about this is macro retracing, right? You don't know if your macro retrace is taking you down to 0, right? Because in theory, market structure would have you, staying in your position if you didn't exit it up here and waiting for a retrace. But, retraces are for people who exited their positions or that want to DCA into more positions, right? These retrace targets aren't for people that are holding stuck in a bag, if that makes sense. Because if you're stuck in the bag and you didn't exit it now, well, you're hoping it stops here. You're very hoping. You're like twinkle, twinkle, little star hoping that you're not gonna, but Justin, it's hard to say with Kadena. That's why I just keep buying, man. If I would have thought it was going to stay at a stable price, I would have never bought it at 8, 9, 7, When are the billionaires going to come to play? Who knows? Are they going to, it could go two ways, right? You could think that they could try to just pump this so hard in hopes to break it. Like maybe the billionaires want to, try to show the world what a bad thing Kadena is, and they're going to try to do what they've done to Solana and AVAX, where they just make it so busy that, you know, you DOS attack it. I'm sure there's already people that, well, we'll see how good the hackathons are. So hopefully the hackathons were really good and they caught all the issues, but it's a layer 1, right? And it's their not their first time at the rodeo, but you know, it will be with massive ecosystem development. So there's bound to be issues unless they're that good, you know. Kadena starts to scale without any bottlenecks. Oh, crazy. So you got billionaires right now. Anybody that's educated on what Kadena is, like, it's just would be bad for business for any hedge fund that's big into the space to not be adding this asset to their portfolio. Whether you believe in it or not, like looking at some of these things that they have in their crypto portfolio, like check this out. This is what the billionaires are doing in the space. So each one of these blockchains is a software, right? The services that a blockchain like Polkadot, best case, right? Like if it was running at optimized peak, you know, peak everything, right? Kadena is better, right? Oasis, very interesting proof of stake chain, very interesting technology. I actually think Oasis has more potential than Polkadot, but as a software that's competing to be a layer 1, Kadena is 10x, right? Near protocol is my favorite, right? Proof of stake chain. I think that if any proof of stake chain is gonna do it and has figured out a way to scale to a certain extent, we don't know how high they can scale or when they're gonna hit issues, but I think that the way that Near has done their, whatever they call it, dynamic sharding is super unique, and I think that they have the highest probability. I think Near made a proposal to the Ethereum Foundation on how to scale Ethereum using the technology that Near created. And Vitalik basically said it was a stupid idea and it would never work. So Near built Near protocol, and now they're competing and doing better than Ethereum. And it looks like that Near is going to actually be able to scale to a certain extent. So if you're looking for a blockchain that's super, super fast and can do massive TPS, I actually think Near has a higher probability to flip Solana. And then you see here, Solana's all the way out here. Like even the billionaires understand that Solana's, you know, not the best play. Now you take a look at something like Luna. I think Luna is the single most important asset in the crypto space. It really has potential to make such a big positive impact from a decentralized stablecoin that out of these, I think, you know, Luna's my favorite for sure, without a doubt, without even questioning it. And then DYDX, you know, who even uses that? Mina, you know, it's 27 megabytes. It's cool, but it's not going to be a layer 1 competitor. Filecoin's sick, so love Filecoin. We'll put lines in the middle of the ones that I actually like, that I would, if like I had an infinite amount of money, I would add. You know, I would have a few of these in my portfolio. Talk about MakerDAO. You know, that thing's, you know, ancient. That's you know, whatever. They'll replicate MakerDAO but better and build it on Solana or on Kadena, and it'll replace that. Now Solana is really sweet for gaming. You know, they've done a great job at building that NFT marketplace, but it literally breaks every other day. Like, I mean, it's like you're lucky if you use Solana for a month and it doesn't break now. So 0x, you know, I don't really know what that is, but ARWeave's cool. ARWeave's cool. I think 0x is just something that people have had because it's such an old DEX, and yeah, whatever. Avalanche, you know, this is a no-brainer. This thing's dud. Karura, dud. Keep Network, maybe. Nervo's cool. Yep, Nervo's cool. Stacks doing what they're doing with Bitcoin. Yeah, for sure. So if I were to like take a look at these things, right, I would probably add some Near. All right, I would add some Terra. Filecoin, I think, has a place in this industry. And ARWeave, I think, has a place in this industry. But are any of these a competitor to Kadena? I do not think so. Right? So there's, if you're, what I'm looking and what I'm trying to get at here is every one of these projects is outside of Luna is less superior and will deliver less services than other blockchains. So this leads me to believe that when CADX turns on, you're going to see, there's 24 big crypto hedge funds out there that don't have Kadena in their portfolio that we know of. So once these guys, and I think they're already adding, right? That would make sense why Kadena's staying at this zone, right? That these guys they probably have a bot or a service that, DCA's up and down in a certain zone, That's why we don't see Kadena free falling down. And it's been pretty consistent at this $5 range. And you can see by the wicks, like even when it comes down here, it's normally not down here for very long, right? Like these are just wicks. You're not really seeing any body closes at bottom. So I just think that your billionaires right now, all the crypto hedge funds are probably just DCing in this zone, just with all of us retail investors. And how, like, if they were really smart, like to these hedge funds, like the potential of where Kadena could be, like they're not trying to get out of the rat race. If they get into Kadena at $5, if they get out of into Kadena at $10, once the DeFi stuff turns on, it makes sense for them to add things to their portfolio. And I think that's why you don't see any of these big hedge funds. Cardano was never on this list because smart contracts were never on. And I think anybody that understood the technology, like I could have looked at Cardano a while ago and seen when those smart contracts or whatever that upgrade was supposed to do, you could just tell by looking at it wasn't going to deliver what they needed it to. So I think that they have a much smarter people because Cardano never made it to this list and I could never wrap my head around why. And now I see why. You don't pack your bags on a layer 1. There's no need to, because the risk to the downside just isn't there. Yeah, blockchain we do, man. We do blockchain. Blockchain domains. I think the KDA community needs to shield the F out of KDA. Let's start posting. Yeah. You guys see my video last week about, growing communities and what your role is as a sorry, I zoomed in on that. What your role is, when you own Kadena, that becomes your rights to the network. So I'll have videos I'm going to start working on today after this live stream about how do we add I'm going to make some really beginner guides to get starting in the Kadena ecosystem. How do you buy Kadena, right? What wallets do you need? So like when we get like prepping, the video title will probably be like prepping for the launch of CADX. Like what do you want to have ready to interact in the Kadena ecosystem? What wallets do you need? What is the safest? Like all the basic beginner stuff. And I'm going to try to walk you guys through. If you guys have never interacted with DeFi, we'll be live doing it every day, right? So when the Kadena ecosystem does launch, like you guys having issues, you don't understand anything, we'll be live and I'll be doing live training with you guys all day. So if you guys have no idea what DeFi is, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Not saying I guarantee you're going to make money, but I guarantee that you would have lost more money, right? If you weren't in the squad. One mistake of one click of a button in a DeFi could result in, your entire crypto wallet going to zero. So that $2.99 might save you $5 million. You never know. Crypto Luna, I don't know, buddy. Maybe, like I just said about, watch all my videos. It'll explain it very well. All right. Where do you see Bitcoin in 6 months? I'll tell you where I see Kadena in 6 months. Tesla, Elon Musk bought all his stocks for Twitter through the market. Didn't pump the market one bit. It just depends on how time sensitive they are. right? You can hire companies and say, hey, I want you to buy me $1 million worth of Kadena and do it over the next month or whatever time period you guys see fit. So the companies will just sit there and they'll turn on a bot and they'll just have that bot strategically buy. They already have it, like, what do they call them? Limiter bots or arbitrage bots or something? DCA bots? DCA bots, yeah, that's what they are. Anchor and Mirror Protocol just launched on Flux. Let's go, baby. Telling you guys, the whole space will be on Flux soon. BTC is the most dramatic coin out there. No doubt, man. No doubt. Taking the pink Skittles, baby. Pink Skittle and everybody. Yeah, there you go, Derek. Ryan, what are the winning Powerball numbers this weekend? 17, 22, 37, 10, 4, 26, Powerball 10. And if I forgot a number, 22. Shit. OPM is good. Shit, guys, I gotta go. I got an interview. Oh, I got this awesome guy that's doing TA on-chain analytics for Luna. Shit, let me make sure he's still free. All right, guys, I got to run, guys. I love you guys. I'll have a sick on-chain analytic video coming for you guys maybe by tomorrow. So love you guys. Trade safe, squad.